Okay, you guys, I'm back again. I wanted that to go down in the feed so we could talk about something else. Hey, everybody. Hey, Facebook. I'm back again. Okay, the next thing is I wanted to talk about is this bottle here. This bottle is a wonderful bottle when you're working out and trying to get the job done in your fitness level. It fits wonderful in your car. It's easy to drive. If you want to, I mean, it's easy to carry, not drive, but easy to carry. And it's been a blessing to me, especially with people that if they have arthritis in their hand, young people. And I'm gonna tell you, if my mother was living and she had it a long time, rheumatoid arthritis, these are the kind of bottles I would give to her because you want to drink water. The most important thing is it helps. It helps tremendously. It really do. So let's see. I don't know why this film. So I don't want to have to start it again. But let's see if it goes out. The little glare that's on the film. It might. Let's see. Thank you, guys. Let's see. Let's see if the glare is going out. We'll see. Nope. It's trying though. The sun is coming out. Anyway, we'll do it this way. That's better? Yeah. Okay, you guys. Anyway, I wanted to say that the bottle that I just showed you, it helps. It helps me a lot. That's the most important thing. It helped me to drink a lot. So shout out to Rochelle and her fitness foodies. I'm not just coming on to say that, but it's been a blessing to me. It helped me increase my water intake. My water intake has increased from it. So that's a good thing. Something else I wanted to say. Like these little gadgets. I bought these little gadgets from the dollar store for your car when you're riding around. And they pretty good when you want to come on live. Sometimes people got those 25 cars. They already built in the car, so Facebook and all that kind of stuff. And that's a wonderful thing. Next thing is shout out to the USDA. I really do appreciate all the updates and stuff that I received on August the 4th. Uploaded into the portal, and I do thank you. And also Trenton, New Jersey, and the division of taxation in Trenton, and all their works on my clearance. One thing I heard was about that. It's a 6 months clearance, so that make you keep an eye out on stuff that you need to do for your business, because the clearance is for 6 months, 180 days. So I learned that this time. I didn't know that. Let me put this down. But when you're learning as a small business, and I like that. Shout out to all those wonderful people in Trenton, New Jersey, and around the planet, as well as Newark and Atlanta and Chicago. All the locals, New York City, East Orange got it going on, and all over the world. Let me see if I can get into this right lane, which is a good thing. And yes, so it is so convenient. I'm telling you, I got this from the dollar store, and it's pretty cool. So anyway. I'm trying to keep my eyes on here on the road. Yes, so great, thank you. So so shout out to all the people that's out there helping. Shout out to all the locals, Yardies and Afties, and all the wonderful people that's on Atlantic Avenue. Do not forget to support your small businesses out there on Atlantic Avenue. My girl Robin Way, she working right there in Pleasantville, and shout out to her as well. She's been supporting us and on social media for quite some time. and shout out to all the other people that's around with businesses. What's her name? Tracy got a business in California, and different ones, that's trying to host and get their business started. If I'm saying the wrong thing, I'm just calling your name out. If I'm saying your business wrong, so I'm trying not to name them. But, the state. I don't know if there's certain areas. So, but check the page out, what's going on. If you can't follow them, then check out my followers or my friends. And you'll see mostly businesses trying to weed out for the last quarter of this year so we can go into the new year with fans, people that's like you on your page and that is advertising and commercial advertising instead of criticizing. We got to advertise and stop criticizing in the community, white, black, red, Spanish, Mexican, whatever you want to call it. You got to stop criticizing and stop running to bring down small businesses when you already have a large one yourself. Shout out to the Greater Atlantic City Chambers in Atlantic City, New Jersey. All over the planet. Shout out to them. And shout out to the CRDA in the city of Atlantic City, New Jersey, and to the police department there as well, and all the police departments that's trying to get the officers in the community. Sometimes you gotta look at things because in a certain way and grow from it. I had to at my age, so you do too. And you're no different than anybody else. Nobody is special. I don't care how you look at it. We all was created equal, and God has a special plan for each and every one of us. So so we just gotta work together in those things. So shout out to all those wonderful people that's on the platform. So grateful to see you, and shout out to Shore Physicians Group. And also Atlantic Care. Shout out to Atlantic Care too. They're right there on Atlantic Avenue. Atlantic Care is wonderful. They got a great location right there in Atlantic Avenue. Still helping people in the community. And it's not easy. It's not easy to work with people that don't want help. You out there and you're trying to work with people, but they don't want help. It's different. It's a different thing. When you ain't out on the block, then you don't know. But when you out on the block, you got it's run a different way. And so I'm so grateful for our location. I'm back to the fruit and veggie farmers market there on Atlantic Avenue, one of the hottest spots in Atlantic City. I'm telling you, the reason why I say it's a hottest spot. Listen. We never called the police down when we worked 18 months down. So, a lot of times stuff happen where areas grow with new people. And it ain't the same that it was last year. So God moves you on so you can grow and give somebody else a chance. Now, at this location here, I really do believe that, even though it's right there in the location, people are safe. They can come and they can get fruit and vegetables. Our sales went up this week, and I'm so grateful. I have been on to shout out to my CPA, Mark D. there in Princeton, New Jersey. Go check him out. He's great for nonprofit corporations, and his name is Mark D. And so his wife is Bobby, and they my personal. They've been running my taxes for quite some time since we've been in the business. And so, I was on his website looking at the Intuit account, and I try to keep up with that because Intuit is very, very important for your businesses, And so, and Givelify is one of the best. Oh my God, Givelify! I'm telling you, for small businesses, it's just a safe way of giving. Sometimes when I tell people that, it's in my system to tell them to download Givelify, hit the link, or whatever, go see about it. Go going haywire and PayPal. I'm not trying to knock PayPal and Cash App, whatever way you want to get the cash, then you got to get the cash. But, I like it safe. And that's what was happening out there. Safe phone calls, people calling in, ask, are you selling this on your tape? Why would you call me in a spam like that? The the USDA don't even run their business like that. I'm down there at the location, and then they don't want you to put them on blast. Show their phone number of who just called to ask a question like that. It was a spam call. And then when I got home, I got all these spams. Thank you, Google, for showing me who was spamming me. Because now I look through my email like that. Don't even try it, because I ain't hitting the link. So that's what they do. She called in talking about what kind of listen. I'm not going to mess up my platform because you want to be a spam and call and try to get people important information so you can run yours. I can tell the voice on the culture it was and everything. So, and I still got the phone number. And when I call back, don't nobody call. You can't call the USDA. You got to go through the thing or push this button. Okay, now, darling, wait a second. And I'm so used to calling and saying, hold on, this, and push this button. Soon as I call her back, hello, is that the USDA? Oh my God. That's a shame, people out here in our local community calling to do those type of things. What's the problem? So those are the things I come on with, and so, I was going on the USDA website, and I wanted to find out about the other better weights, even though I got a food weight scale. I ordered a food. I got to show y'all that. It's a food weight scale, but it's nice, but I want to make sure by looking at their websites, they might have stuff on there that you need to listen or learn more. I have to learn about it. I got to learn. I can't just say, hey, I'm with the USDA. You know why? I'm going to find that video that when I was in Atlanta during 2020, this is why I'm so grateful to be a part of the USDA. I know Keisha Lansbottom and all the federal people that's over there in Atlanta know what I'm talking about during COVID 2020. I sat there on Habersham, at the Habersham apartment, and we couldn't go outside, and I was over there in that corner near the door building a fruit and veggie farmer's market. And raw vegetables. I was. And I can show you some pictures. But the thing is that I made that corner house like that, and people said I was delirious, and I wasn't. Because God was using me. That's what happened. And so I'm over there, and I took some wall dividers, as y'all look down on the platform if you like. And I divided the walls up as God told me to. And back there, I was waiting for the USDA to come and approve me and visit my home so I can have my own nonprofit corporation for the Healing House mobile farm, not mobile. I ain't know nothing about no mobile. Farmers market, fruit and veggie farmers market. I'm telling you. And I'm gonna find those videos too. The next thing is, so I wrote a sign up. I put a sign up, and it said Healing House Fruit and Veggie Farmers Market, Eat to Live. Y'all remember that? Eat to Live. That's what it had on it and stuff. And so I tried to fill out applications to become certified so I can do that, but it never happened. And today I am so grateful to know I'm on the journey for that. And that's 5 years later. 5 years later that I've been working on the Healing House, being that eat to live, eat to do this. It was something. But God allowed it to come to pass. And I'm so proud that the Healing House Fruit and Veggie farmer's market vendor right there is on Atlantic Avenue and it's doing wonderful. Now, I would love to have a wonderful place to put it, and I have some great ideas that need to go with that farmer's market inside a building. Would I get up and go? Yes, I would get up and go, but I'm not going to be responsible. Who's going to pay the bill? That's what the deal is. So I'm at that point now, and we're going to find out as we go. Will I give up my hot location? No, I'm not giving it up. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it until Jesus comes, until something else happens. If there's a change, I'll let you know about it. But I love my location. And I love the farmer's market. Why? Not just to go out there. We don't get paid to go out there. It's a fundraiser. We don't get paid. I'm $302 short of giving Mercer County Community College $1,000. And then I never have to do that again. If I pay my tithes every month, then I don't have to ask people. All I got to do is fundraise, and they still have it. And then we'll be able to send 2 people to school, not 1, in Mercer County Community College in Trenton, New Jersey, as well as Cape Atlantic Community College. We looking forward to having a hot time, and whether it's 2 people, it's going to happen. God is building it. It's going to grow. Right there at the Scarduzio's, at the Showboat on December the 6th. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. It ain't time to play around. Don't miss that event, because it's going to be special people coming to tell you how to stay into your property. See, you got to think this way. If you purchase something down the road, if the world come to an end and you can't get to work, how are you going to pay for that? How are you going to pay for it? So before you do that, you got to know that. Just don't jump into businesses and buildings like that if you don't know what's going to happen down the road. If you don't have a year's rent, a whole month of rent up, or your stuff ain't covering you in case something happened to pay that bill off, then don't do it. It ain't worth it. Because you're just going to buy a home, and then guess what? You're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. So you got to look at it like that. Ain't nobody do it but God. God did that. I cannot take no glory. God did it. It was very important for me to learn how to work with bankers and learn how to work with realtors. Everybody know around the world I have a hard time doing that. Why? Because I'm used to working and getting the job done by myself. I really am. Because if I don't lay the foundation, nobody else can lay it for you. And nobody else is going out for your bright ideas. They're not doing it. So, that I had a very hard time working with. I'm serious. I grew from purchasing this home. Nobody knows. We're going to talk about stuff like that in the at Scarduzio's at the Showboat Hotel, AC Atlantic City, one of the hottest hotels in Atlantic City, and it's right there on the boardwalk. Families can go and all that, So, I had to change my ways and really get myself together to even work with the realtors and the bankers and the mortgagers and all that, and I grew from it. This one I grew from. Second is, this is our first mortgage in Atlantic City. Everything else we paid off cash. So in New Jersey, we never had a mortgage in New Jersey, and I'm 61 years old. We always paid cash for it. If we came across it, okay, let's buy that and fix it up and pay cash for it. And we've been doing that. Or rent. But God allowed it to happen, and I'm, with being able to get our first mortgage here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. In New Jersey. And it's at one of the hottest spots. It's on the boardwalk, and that's a dream because I wanted that place. Nobody couldn't tell me that God did it. Second is, if I stay home and not even think about going to work, it's still going to get paid. So that's why you see me all the time. I don't have to run but I want to go, but I don't have to go. And I'm still saying that. Why? Because I thought about it before I purchased it. Hey, I got to take care of my family and stuff. So if something happened, can I still pay you guys and pay you on time? I know I want to pay it off within a certain amount of time. But right now, can I do that? And it turned out God allowed it to happen. If I don't want to work, I don't have to work. Because whatever we're doing, God is sufficing our needs to do it. And I'm so grateful for that. So somebody said, are you rich? No, I'm not rich, but I ain't poor. Because why? I serve a God that ain't poor. That's how I know I ain't poor. And it's wonderful. So I thank God for that. So I'm not rich to be able to go off, but I budget and I do it. I try to budget the right way. Some things you got to do without, and some things you just can't go to. And that came from 50 Cent. I'm telling you, that guy encouraged me during that time of purchasing this property. He encouraged me on Instagram and all. You can't go to everything. You just can't. You got to save your money and do it the right way and be smart about things. Just don't go spend. Oh, I'm buying this business. I'm going to get this building. You know how many businesses I went around looking in? Y'all see it down there. I went inside of businesses, filming, all in Egg Harbor Township filming, all at the Rite Aid filming, walking through buildings and all that kind of stuff. And now I'm able to come on. God did it, not me. Not me. And I really feel that, and I give him all the praise and the honor and the glory for doing it. That God did that. So I'm so grateful to be able to come on and share that information with you. Be careful on how you spend your money. And make sure that you don't be outdoors. And, you want to go and say, hey, somebody gave me a grant, and now I'm going to take this grant. Let me tell you something about this grant and stuff that people are doing. I already seen it. I was in a group. I had to pay Grameen back money and stuff. People run with grant money. They do. You can give them $1,000. If they don't have a good track record, don't give them a penny, because they run with money. You give them money, and then you look. The bank then loaned you $200 or $300, and they can't even find you. You didn't disappear. So don't tell me they don't, because they do. So you got to get a track record. Second is, I go to the meetings. The last meeting I went to at the CRDA. You know what? Meeting at the CRDA. I'm telling you that there. If you don't listen to nothing, listen to that one. One lady got up and came to the counter. I don't know. I don't have the stats, so I don't have the information in front of me. But she came up and she got out. I'm at the hospital here at Health Center. So I'm going to park into you guys. So this lady, she gets out at the comes up to the podium. That's why I love going to the meetings. It's wonderful. And because you learn a lot. If you don't go, you won't learn. Then I'm going to get out of here. I need to tell you one more thing about the Greater Atlantic City Chambers. Then I need to go in. So she comes up to the counter at the CRDA meeting, and she was telling what her agency do, and also how they spent the money and stuff like that. But she said, something happened where they gave over $500,000 back to them instead of keeping it. Who gives over $500,000 back but good people? Huh? And so she gave it back to him and said, hey, this is what we handed him back. I looked at my daughter and said, see what she doing? If it don't fit you and you're a small business and somebody give you something small, you try, but don't come on here and make it seem like, hey, I can make it happen with $1,000. Who can make it happen with $1,000? But be grateful for it. But don't stress yourself that, hey, it's going to be perfect. Hey, it's going to be this. Just do what you promised, and she returned it. And I think that was great integrity in a business. integrity. That's why I said, hey, if it's something that I have to do and and it is wrong, then take my name off of it, because it sure ain't intentional. It sure ain't intentional. I'm not going to play with God. That's it. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I say that. And so with the Atlantic City, the Greater Atlantic City Chambers, it was a blessing, even though my membership haven't ran out yet. It was a blessing to be with them, because, a lot of people say, well, it turned out for my favor. I went over there, I learned. I wouldn't have never met that mortgage advisor. I wouldn't have never met him. I went there and I knew what I wanted. I walked in. I didn't care who laughed or who did what in there or who had what business. I didn't care what color you was or nothing. I went to that table, and some people aren't nice and some people are. I ain't coming on to fake it. So I went on and I went over there and I met, I kept a card on my first visit when I went to Atlantic City, Greater Atlantic City Chambers. It was in Mays Landing, and I went there and I paid for my membership, and sitting next to me was a very nice Caucasian white guy, and Rufus was on the other side. And he handed me his card and said, "My name is this. I'm Jerry Kaniski." And I said, "Oh, it's a pleasure." I said, "What do you do?" And he said, "I am a mortgage advisor." I said, "Okay, you can give me a card," because I was saving. I was trying to save. And he gave me his card. I said, "Thank you." Okay. And I went on. So at the end, I called my bank up out there at Chase, and I wanted to ask them before the end of the year. That was before the end of 2024. I asked him this, that, and the third, what I can do to make this happen, what I was about to do. And he told me to talk to a mortgage advisor. And so I thought about that name, that card, and that last meeting they had in December. I went before I left for Atlanta, and I looked for him to come in, and I told him I needed to call him. He said I can call him as soon as I get home, because I was about to leave the next day for Atlanta. And I called him, and that mortgage advisor been dealing with me ever since December of 2024, walking with me through steps and talking with me in January, sending me birthday acknowledgement, calling me up, working along with me faithfully until the end. He did that even when I didn't see hope. I'm telling you, any bad attitudes from other realtors, whatever I was going through, I grew from it, because I had to work with him. And one of the best realtors around here, David, he wasn't my realtor, but he is. He's an excellent realtor. I worked with a young lady there, Danielle, who is an attorney there. I was working with attorneys and all that kind of stuff to grow. So it's not an easy task, but I picked an investment property because it was the lowest one. That one I'm in now, it was one of that was the cheapest one in the building. When you walk in, people say this and that, but everybody else got the other one, but I got the cheapest one. And God allowed Rufus to go in and redo it. And all the wonderful people that helped us out there in the Habitat community out there at the store location. Shout out to the Habitat in Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey, helping us with things. So y'all can stop all the picture taking coming in there, because anything that's legal is my business, and I can handle it. And so shout out to them and the wonderful owners of of that organization, because they helped us tremendously, and they've been helping us for years. So anyway, I wouldn't have never met him, and I thank the mortgage advisors, and you will get a chance to meet him. Anybody that's in Atlantic City, New Jersey, a resident that's coming to this free event at the at the Showboat Hotel AC on the boardwalk. It starts December the 6th at 4 p.m. I'm going to be looking for you there. The Seniors Oaks program there in a 101 boardwalk. We're going to be giving out vouchers for them to shop with us at the fruit and veggie farmers market. We do it hot, baby. We give it out. So I probably have to rent a U-Haul. Shout out to U-Haul to get the job done. And you'll be able to go on my website and put your order in. But I'm thinking about doing it with Amazon as well. I already got a business account with Amazon. So all you guys can just go on and order off of Amazon. Just put your order in, and then I'll make sure that way you can pay right there on Amazon, and I'll make sure that the vouchers will get done, and you can go ahead and come pick up your boxes, or they can get delivered by one of our agency workers. Who is shout out to Dee Dee in Creative Arts. Shout out to the Stockton Community Choir. College. We're supposed to be there on the 15th. I believe the 15th is coming up this week, and we're looking forward out there on Friday. Yes, we are, and making it happen. So I'm going to go in here. I bought some beautiful outfits for him to come home. But the Greater Atlantic City Chambers, thank you for your networking in our community and working, and all you wonderful people. May God bless you, and may heaven smile upon you. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll be back.